Right, just a clarification note, because some of you guys are working on these questions. So, like I said, this bit here, we're working on these different isomer questions. Remember to pull apart hints and things like that. Something that I didn't have a chance to talk about that I noticed some people were struggling with was in question number 4. Something to keep in mind about the hints, in particular, when they say something like, it can react with dichromate, but the resulting organic product will not form a red-brown solution when heated with Benedict. So this is a 2-step process. You're talking about the first reaction here, and then we're talking about a second reaction. Okay? So they're basically saying the first product will react, the first original reactant will react, and then the product from that will not react again. This is trying to basically give you a hint on if you have a primary or secondary alcohol. Okay? So where were you looking at? Dichromate. Dichromate reacts. It can react if it's primary or secondary. If there's a tertiary alcohol, it will not react. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about these examples. The other thing to keep in mind is that they were talking about the second product will not react with Benedict's solution. So if you find Benedict's solution, which is over here, Benedict's, it tests for aldehyde. So what that tells you is that the second product doesn't have an aldehyde. So if I know the second product doesn't have an aldehyde, what that tells me that if I'm backtracking to this question here, my first product, if I look at it, primary alcohols form aldehydes, secondary alcohols form ketones. So what this tells me is that you don't have a primary alcohol, is what that hint is telling you there. All right, this one here, trying to think, I won't give you the full answer, but some things to kind of hint when you are ready to do this. It is a straight chain molecule, meaning no branches. It decolorizes bromine water. Now, if you guys remember, I talked about in this molecule here, we looked at the ratio of the hydrogen to the carbon, and we recognized that it must have a double bond somewhere. One of the things I said, though, is that when you're looking at this question, though, the fact that it reacts with bromine water tells you that you have an alkene and not any carbonyl, because that double bond is being consumed by the alkene double bond, the C double bond C. So what that tells me is I rule out any carbonyl. So I don't have I don't have a carboxylic acid, I don't have an aldehyde, I don't have a ketone in the original molecule. So what that tells me hint-wise is that I have an alkene and I have 2 alcohol groups. Of these 2 alcohol groups, neither of them are primary. Okay? Just trying to unpack that question a bit because I did realize that I didn't actually have a chance to talk to you about the oxidation products and what happens. So just keeping in mind what can react. Okay? I'll still leave this as a question for people to attempt. I will bold the ones that are the ones that did it today without the hint, and then the other ones will be the ones without the hint, so you can win, but the hard one, that one. Cool. Questions, concerns, comments? Right. The key is to practice this, unfortunately. There's no real way to get better at this. And like I said, it's good practice for spec, because spec is similar to this in a sense that it is going to be problem solving. Right, if you want to do these for practice at home, start from the oldest questions and work your way to the newest ones, because I'm going newest to oldest, okay? So to keep it fair. And like I said, we will only do time trials in class. We'll do it all week, I think, to get you guys real confident.